Hi, friends. Happy Friday. This is Emily here with Anxious Bodies Book Club. I am here today to give you my full review on The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. I have finished the book and I am here to talk about it, so there may be spoilers. Before I start, I do want to give this book a 5-star review. Almost like The Nightingale, that book had me. This book almost had me in tears at the end. I don't know how to describe this book. It was tense. There was hope. There was pain. A lot of pain. There was a lot of intensity towards the end. A lot of stuff happened. Cora and Lenny finally escaped her father. That was only short lived. They did go back. Cora didn't file charges. But after Ernst had gotten out of prison, he did better to try to conceal his anger. I don't think he had actually hit either of them, but Ernst's hatred for the Walker family had intensified so much. When he found out that Lenny was pregnant with Matthew's child, he had never hit Lenora until that moment. Then that's when shit hit the fan. Cora couldn't stand to watch Ernst hurt Lenny like that, and she shot him. And at this point, the law wasn't very kind to women. They had no other choice but to run and flee from the law. They spend years assuming different identities. They did go back to Cora's parents, who welcomed them back with open arms. So that was very good to see. However, before they fled, Matthew and Lenny had gotten into a very bad accident while they were fleeing from her father, and that had rendered him basically disabled. Several years after they have fled, her mother, Cora, had been diagnosed with aggressive lung cancer that had metastasized and spread. She had passed away after a long battle, but she was around for several years of Lenny's child's life, who she named Matthew Jr., called MJ. And as Cora's dying wish, she wanted Lenny to go home to Alaska, spread her ashes, and turn a letter into the police saying that Lenny wasn't guilty. Cora had shot Ernst and she was to blame. But of course, with this weighing on her mind, she actually had confessed the whole truth as to what happened and how Cora and Lenny, how they had killed her father and disposed of his body. She was arrested, but friends in high places was able to get them out. She goes back to see Matthew. Matthew is disabled. He uses a wheelchair, but he is still able to get around. He is able to talk, and he meets his child for the first time. I was satisfied with the ending. I very much enjoyed this book. If you are on the fence about reading it, I would say read it. If you don't like it, then I'm sorry, but I really did enjoy this book. But now that I have finished this book, I am going to change my gears a little bit and get into something different. Next on my TBR is the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare. And so I will be starting off with the Clockwork Angel. I believe this is the first book of the series. So I'm going to start off with this one and then move on to these guys. I have read The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare, and oh my god, did I love them. So I am very excited to get into this series, and I will tell you about it as I go. But as always, if you have stayed to the end, I do appreciate it. Let me know what you're reading. And if you have read these books, let me know what you thought of them in the comments. And if you've also read this book, also let me know in the comments. If you liked it, if you hated it, or what have you. I am excited to hear from you. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great weekend.
Oh, we're book club. Besties are lost in every tale, living 1,000 lives in a paperback sale. From the first word to the last page.